Today we're going to see how easy it is to put this AspenPet flat top chicken coop together and see if it's as easy as the instructions say it is. Well, stay tuned. Well, I've opened the box and now I need to pull everything out and take it to my destination where I'm going to set it up. This is pretty cool that they have all the screws with a full illustration right next to them. Never saw that done before. There's all the pieces laid out. There's a total of 18 pieces. And I'm going to check out the instructions now and see what kind of tools I'm going to need and how long it says that this is supposed to take. We are back where we're going to be setting this thing up, and I'm not sure if you can read the instructions, but it says that assembly requires 2 people. Well, I currently don't have 2 people to put this thing together with, so I'm going to attempt to do this by myself. And it says that all you need is a Phillips screwdriver, but I got a lousy one here. I don't know if you can see that, but it's a really lousy tip one. And I brought out a flathead just in case to help me, in case I need to stretch my arm a little. Okay, well, I'm going to go further into the instructions and see what we got to do. So, it pretty much has instructions for that have no words, just visual. So, I guess I'll set these things up and I'll show you from there. So this is how they have it set up in the first illustration. So like I said, since I have only one person, one set of hands, I can't hold the camera and do this at the same time. So, as I get each piece together, I guess I will tape it and show it to you. They also have these dowels, and they're all pre-drilled. So I'm going to move it back away from the wall and start screwing in my screws. You end up with a problem like this, but your screw's flush. You're going to want to unscrew your screw and flush it back together and screw it back in. This is what you want your joints to look like, nice and flush and tight. There's a second piece right there that I put up. Now I'm going to go to the tricky part, which is the center, and I don't know what's supposed to support it on one side. I guess just the other side, so it's going to have to float for a bit, but let me see what I can do about that. I moved it to where I want it, and now I'm going to put on the side piece that it says I'm supposed to be screwing in next. What I think I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be screwing in this center one first. So that way I can remove the stool after I'll done do it the rest of them, I guess. Here's that front face in place with all its dowels in the holes that they belong in. And I'm going to start probably from this corner and start screwing that in. And I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done. And we're expecting some rain tonight, some thunder showers. So I'm really trying to get this done as soon as possible. It's the corner, the first corner screwed in. Looks pretty good. That's the center. So now I have that last corner screwed in nice and tight. And I'm going to remove the stool. But my battery on my phone ran out and I didn't have time to wait for it to charge to continue. So I've done 1, 2, 3, 4 steps. I am on the 5th step now. And let me show you what it looks like in here. Pretty cool. The hardest part was putting this rooftop with its hinges by myself, which I was able to do anyway, so it's not a big deal. Roof looks a little bit crooked, so I'm gonna adjust it right now. Okay. So now we're gonna put the hinge on, but if you look at this hinge, if you put it on as illustrated there, I don't know if you can see that, but you see this thing, it's not on the right side that they have it as illustrated. So I'm gonna put it on the opposite way. Okay, and I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done. So I put that on, and let's see. There we go. It's got a little click so that you could lock it in place. So that's pretty cool. Okay, so now we're going to work on the nesting box here. That's the last part right there. And so I'll show you as soon as I get everything together. Is to screw the nesting box together just like I did the beginning with the first 3 pieces. So I'm going to gather them together, and that's what I'm going to do. See you shortly. Put those pieces in its places, and now I'm going to screw them together and show you that when I'm done. And now it says I need to attach that box there, here, using the nuts and bolts provided. Attach it there. So here's my nuts and bolts that I'm going to be using. Okay, I've placed the box in its position and put the screws in. Now I just got to put the nuts on, and as you can see, I'm using my leg and putting pressure against it to hold it in place so that it stays still. Place the nuts on there, and now I'm going to tighten them up. It's pretty good so far. Here, I've tightened the nuts up, and it actually, I'm pretty surprised that they stayed in place without me having to use a pliers or something to hold them with. They had these little ridges on the back side of the nuts, so I guess when it got snug up to the wood, then it kind of grips it, so you don't need to have a pliers in place. Pretty cool. Okay, next I am going to place the bottom in there, and I'm going to put the center separator in there, and then I'm going to attach the roof. Okay, the separator in, and now I'm going to attach the roof top for the nesting box. I have my rooftop in place and my hinges, I guess, where I kind of want them, and I'm going to screw those in, and I'll show you that when I'm done. Last screws in those hinges in, and this is the roof for the nesting box. And it's pretty roomy in there, nice. It's got this cool little lock here that you just turn this way and slide it in there and place it over that like that and spin it around, and it's locked. So that is it pretty much. Here we have our little sliding box here for here we have our little sliding box for easy cleaning, and a little door to get into that area, and then we have this area here where they can run around and or just cruise a bit, and that's the opening there. And I think what I'm gonna do is probably add another little perch in there somewhere so that they can perch, the males anyway, can perch out here instead of going where the hen is nesting for right now until I get another one of these things or something, or make my own, maybe just take the measurements from this one and make one on my own. I don't know where I'm going to get that doohickey, but I'm sure I'll be able to find it somewhere. But yeah, other than that, this was it. And we're done. So now it's almost evening time. I moved my hen because she had been somewhere else on the side of the house with her eggs, and it's been a while since I finished putting this thing together, but I finally got her settled down, so I wanted to show you what she looked like in there. And there she is, sitting on her eggs. She's got 10 of them under her, so she's a nice mom. Say hi, girl. Hi, honey girl.